day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his sixth season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The numbers for White a week ago.
12 carries, 57 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White to the 43, second down. You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Mayfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Here's Jake Camarda now. Ray. Taken at the The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Levante David in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On first down, Purdy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
This a 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Purdy.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mayfield to throw it.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
Will be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Now you don't want to see that. Penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, They had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now Mayfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
This is Samuel.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Purdy. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Mayfield throw on target to Godwin here.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd down, Mayfield.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's White.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Mayfield with it once more.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is incomplete.
So we've halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
3rd down and 6.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Now there's a short one taken in by Otten.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
Down to about the 45.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Purdy.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. even as we get ready to start the fourth. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. White again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Mayfield to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet. Your defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
So Mayfield and the Bucs
Trailing 10-3. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Mayfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here's second down. Mayfield.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Baker. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.